Oh yeah, yeah. I mean that's natural. I can't help it. Can't
Yeah.
help it. When I'm in the mode,
Yeah. Hopefully
can't
the
stop
captions
the
get
brain.
gum. Hopefully the captions get
Maybe
gum.
they'll think I'm black, yo.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Now, should I forgive my terminally ill in-laws? KR. We both know about obituaries being incomplete, but let's.
Bro, bro, there was a girl, I think it was like a year ago.
Oh my god.
She went on stage and her dad is white and she's half white. She talked crazy on the stage about her father. I don't know how you can do that. Calling him all types of racist names. I'm like,
Yeah, it's your
but okay,
father, man.
continue. It's your
Yeah,
father, man.
yeah. Okay, so this is the story. This is the Reddit story. So the in-laws are 60 and 75 respectively. So there's like a 19-year-old gap.
Mm,
The mother-in-law is 60 and the father-in-law is almost 80.
mm.
Um, so the story goes as far. Last year, my wife Jana and I had to make the decision to go no contact with her whole family. The reason being her sister, who was 30 at the time, S8 me. And
What?
the in-laws defended her. And after some legal wrangling, they finally left us alone. So this even led to some legal issues, apparently. The situation wrecked my wife's self esteem and tested our relationship, but we made it through. Jana and I had our first daughter in February. She's amazing and we're doing great. We ended up moving from Jana's home state, which is New York, to mine, Massachusetts, to be closer to my family. Shout out to Detroit. No, shout out to Boston.
Oh,
They've been
who
incredibly
wants to live in
helpful.
Detroit?
Detroit is a great city, man. And they've been incredibly helpful with the baby. We've not seen Jenna's family since cutting contact and blocking them everywhere, and we didn't tell them about the baby. Yesterday, we received a letter in the mail from my mother in law and father in law. No idea how they got our address. Apparently, my father in law has been diagnosed with late stage cancer and is being told he could be unalived in weeks. In laws went on about how sorry they were for the way they handled the situation with Mary. They also apologized for the way they've treated my wife her whole life. Again, so there's like another whole post, but you know what it is, KR, like when there's like preferential treatment between the children.
And this
They
always
ended up,
happens with
yeah,
kids.
they ended up saying they recently heard about the baby through the grapevine and want to meet their grandchild. To me, the apology seemed genuine. They went into detail on what they did wrong, apologized, and expressed remorse, and explained what they should have done differently. They said they hope to earn our forgiveness with time and were willing to do family therapy to heal our relationship. Jenna, however, is not having it. She feels like it's a little too late and doesn't want to respond. She also suspects that they're lying about the father in law's medical or at least health situation and just want to pressure us into reconciliation so they can meet the baby. It seems ludicrous, but I guess I wouldn't put it past them.
That's
I want to
crazy.
respect my wife's feelings around this, but I'm worried that if the cancer is real, she may regret not taking this opportunity for reconciliation before he passes away. I expressed this to her, but she is adamant, and I haven't broached the topic since. My instinct is to wait a few more days until the shock wears off to talk about it again. I just don't know what the best way to approach it would be. I certainly don't want to force my wife to do anything she doesn't want to do, but I feel like she's not thinking clearly about this right now.
Yeah, she's not.
It also must be noted that our baby is still struggling with sleep and we're both tired and emotional all the time. So I feel like this might be influencing how she feels about all this. Question to you, KR, and of course to the double thinkers out there, what should I do here? Should I try again to convince my wife or just let it be? KR.
Um, I think he should push her to reconcile, because when push comes to shove and the dad passes away in 3 months, she's gonna blame you for not pushing her.
Nah, man. You think so?
What do they always say? Who is the head of the family? Who's always getting the blame on them, whether they
Oh,
did something or not?
that's another question. The man. So even if the man isn't seen as the head of the family, they do get blamed
They
for
will get
for things.
blamed,
Yeah.
whether they're
But
not.
but in a case but in a case like this, I don't think I think KR, this is a different case because it's her opinion and it's her parents. So it seems unreasonable that she would blame.
You should break it up in two sessions. First, they
Okay.
go to meet the parents back, talk about this whole situation to see whether it's real or not, and then you go back and take the kid. Which
What if they find out that the father lied? So that the
that's why
apology was
that's why you gotta
true.
break it down in two.
But let's say if the apology was true, but the father lied about or at least
Come on,
the in-laws
come on.
lied about the health situation.
That would have been crazy. I'm not gonna even
But
think about that situation. But then it's done. Then but you find out, because in the first meeting, you'll talk about the whole thing. So they don't meet the kid before. You're like you're verifying whether everything is right or not, or whether they are running a game on you, like you're a
so you're
sucker.
so you're suggesting they approach it like an attorney. I hear
I don't know
you.
how I don't know
I
I don't
hear
know how
you.
attorney do things.
Uh,
I
I
I
I
I I approach it like a drug dealer. You don't run up
how
in the house without knowing whether someone has a gun or not. You send. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't know anything about that though.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
But
No, but yeah.
are you saying that they should just in the first conversation, so the two of them should go, just like
Yeah.
the adults, and say
You gotta
that
I
it's
mean, you
very
gotta.
it's very I hear it's very tough. I heard the story. It's very tough. Before we can continue, however, with this story, or at least with this transaction, I'm gonna need to see the papers. Do you have the medical reports?
Put them on the table. Put him on the table. I want to see this with my own eyes. Are you
Yeah,
about to die or not?
yeah.
Well, maybe I shouldn't use that word, but
You
okay.
shouldn't have
Too late
you
already.
shouldn't have used the other word either. But any
Which one?
the blicky.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's natural. I can't help it. Can't
Yeah,
help it. When I'm in the mode,
yeah.
can't
Hopefully
stop.
the
Can't stop
captions
the
get
train.
gum. Hopefully the captions get
Maybe
gum.
they'll think I'm black, yo.
Oh, yeah, maybe. But yeah, so
What's your opinion on it?
I I think that I think it's not something to risk. First of all, I do think that it's good to have like a good relationship with the family members. There are two things though, right? There's another thing that plays a role, and you need to be ready to forgive. So maybe what the guy said is true. Like because they haven't heard
Is
of the
this
family in a
anything about
while.
forgiving?
No, no, but I'm just saying, yeah, but I'm saying uh there was a I was saying that they haven't spoken in a while. So the letter came a day before this was posted. Of
Yeah.
course, the girl, of course, was in shock because up until that moment, it wasn't a reality. Right? It wasn't even a
Yeah.
scenario that she thought about. So I do think that it's good to let it sink. I think that she will. That it's good to do it. I do think, however, that this is my way of looking at it. At the end of the day, Everyone makes their own choices, and there are risks to your choice. I mean, maybe she needs 3 months to process it before she talks to the parents, and maybe the father is
Maybe
alive
not.
by then, maybe he's not.
He
And
was doing it dirty by then.
yeah, but
There's no
maybe
way.
maybe
3 months.
not, maybe not. But then she needs to be realize that her choice. So maybe she'll say, I'm not ready. But if you're not ready, there's a chance that when you are, he won't be there anymore. And you need to be willing to live with it. So that's the way I look at it. Like, very cut and dry. I do think that with family members, I think it's good to just have that relationship, but that doesn't mean that you need to, go every weekend. I mean, it's difficult. You're not even in the same state. But that doesn't mean that it needs to be continuous. But I think it's good that there's no tension. And sometimes no tension means you're there and I'm here. And we're okay. We don't need to talk every day, but at least
Yeah.
for yourself. And forgiveness, KR, is for yourself, so not for the other person. So you forgive so you don't walk around like with a grudge, because that's so,
Why do people assume when you don't forgive, you walk around with a grudge?